Hey y'all, and thank you for tuning in to Divine Feminine Tarot Tea. If you like what you see over here, please do not hesitate to like, to share, to subscribe, to hit the bell. Okay, if you want to be here every time that me and the T team are over here, getting it in, chopping it up, looking into these relationship issues. So we are back on communication today. Yeah, I just keep getting these communication messages coming through. Listen, we are in Scorpio season, and I keep getting west wind energy, okay? This wind that is bringing us to transformation, really taking us to a death card kind of energy, death card being associated with Scorpio. I'm seeing a lot of, letting go, shifts in energy. West wind, is often associated with the suit of swords in tarot, right? So we're getting a lot of air energy. Communication is an issue. Emotions are an issue because we're also dealing with some water sign issue here with Scorpio. So communication and emotions are running really high right now during Scorpio season. And it keeps coming up on my board, y'all. A lot of things are shifting. A lot of things are dying off. A lot of things are going through a period of destruction. We see this in autumn anyway. It's a lot of things that are dying off, and they will either have to be reborn anew or they're just going to stay dead. Okay, there's also a lot of intensity that comes with Scorpio. So a lot of this is affecting romantic relationships right now. And a lot of this is affecting not only communication, but mental clarity in relationships right now. Okay, Swords energy, right? So we're seeing people detached from relationships right now. We're seeing a lot of sharp words come through relationships right now. So I keep getting this on my board again and again. And today I'm seeing the mental clarity issue coming from a masculine energy. This is a masculine energy who is basically a survivor, okay, of whatever sharp communication issue that you two just went through. This is what I'm seeing today, okay? And this man was sitting pretty. This is somebody who, he was hurt by whatever occurred in y'all's romantic situation. However, this man was very confident that he would not be the one to initiate new contact. He has been sitting back waiting for you to initiate new contact. I know she'll text, I know she'll call, etc., etc. This man has been sitting, I literally see him sitting in his bed, and he's just checking his phone ever so often because you are going to reach out. He's sure of it. You have not reached out, and this man is perplexed. He's also angry. He is hurt. Okay, there's broken heart energy around you not reaching out, and we're just gonna look into this situation. What is the problem? Whatever clarity Spirit chooses to give us in regards to this situation, because this man was coming from a place of confidence, but he is now feeling kind of brokenhearted and confused. He feels thrown away, is what I'm hearing. But whatever communication y'all had, it was pretty ugly. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this. Okay, we're gonna see what kind of clarity we receive in this. All right. Health, okay? So we know we're talking about swords. We come out the gate with health. This man's mental health is being affected by this. And I'm going to tell you why it's being affected. It's being affected because this man's own deceptions are coming back and they are choking him, okay? They are choking him. His lies were detected, and his lies are what are choking him, okay? He's being held accountable for a lie. Okay, and it's choking him because this man believed that he had things sewed up with you. This man believed that things were going in a certain direction. This man believed that he had control of the situation, and now his lies have come back and basically placed him in a vice grip in terms of where the relationship was going. And with this being all a source energy circumstance, this has placed this man in a situation where he is basically being choked, He's being choked mentally by this, okay? And it has also choked his words. The reason you are not hearing from him is because he kind of doesn't have anything to say. You busted him. You saw him for who he was. Okay, look, you choked him. You saw him for who he was, okay? What is he going to call you and say? Okay, you came to him in a very clear way. And the way you came to him, we see biblical here, was very righteous. It was very honest. This man is not able to disgrace or dishonor you because you're too righteous. You know, it's like, how can I turn around and say this or that to her? She right. She actually doesn't deserve what I was trying to do. I actually don't deserve to be, you know, in a situation with her the way I've been behaving. You know, this is the way he feels internally. He's actually been left with a bit of embarrassment and shame because his own lies showed up easily and were easily illuminated by you because you were in your divine feminine energy. This man made a promise to you this time around. We see vows. This man made some kind of promise to you this time around that he was going to do things differently, handle things differently, be honest, okay? He actually acted like he was talking marital talk this time. This can be the one. This man was speaking to you as though he was actually about to take things in the ultimate direction. You know, this time I'm not bullshitting. This time I'm bringing it to you for real. This time I'm really going to do what I said I'm going to do. And this man really was cowering. This is what I'm hearing. He was cowering behind these promises, knowing that if you ever found out the truth, he would be spanked, he would be humiliated. But this is how desperate this man was to be seen with you or to appear worthy of you is what I'm seeing. And also, this man really, really does love you, okay? This man he does love you, true love. This man loves you, and he was willing to perpetrate you being the one and him being ready for what you were ready for, okay? Just to be able to be in romantic relationship with you, okay? So you gave this thing a chance, give your relationship a chance. You gave this relationship a chance because he was speaking your language. He was really saying what you were expecting to hear, but remember, it was a lie, okay? We pulled this right on top of this health card, and in this source energy, it was a lie. It was a lie, and it is the very lie that caused you to give this thing a chance. And now that is what is choking the life out of him. The whole foundation, okay? The foundation of this situation that y'all were in, the foundation of the situation y'all were in was built on one single lie, okay? Look, we had some cards fall out. It was built on one single lie, okay? Look at this. Once again, we pulled divinity. Angels, okay? The angels came through, okay? Angels came through and disrupted them. They just made sure you knew everything. You knew absolutely everything. Like, do you see this fool is sitting up in your face playing games, okay? We see his father energy coming through. This man may have a son that he was not necessarily speaking with you about that made it absolutely impossible for him to give you everything that you were asking him for. But he just kept lying anyway. Okay. I don't know if it may be a situation with a son. Like he may be in a high-ranking financial situation with the son, like paying for an older son to do something, or he may even have a new son. But regardless, it placed him in a situation where there was absolutely no way that he would be able to, you know, at that particular time, run away with you and do anything from this, whatever this father situation is, okay? This is what has him tied and bound to the situation that he's currently in, okay? That's the bottom line. And because he is in this father situation and this father role, he's in something for life. I'm not sure how much it has to do with the woman, but he's got a new, maybe he has a new child, something that he did not tell you, okay? And this was going to be the thing that was going to keep him from being able to move forward in a serious relationship with you to the level that you wanted him to, okay? But this man loves you, and he really was going to try to feed you this whole me and you forever story, knowing that he wasn't going to break away, or not even break away, whatever it is that he would have needed to do to place you in position. He wasn't going to do that. He pledged allegiance to this new child in a way that just didn't make room for you. I mean, it may not be a new child. It may be a situation that he was in with a previous child. You know, a child that he's got to be there for some reason. Something to do with the child, okay? I don't even know that it's the mother so much. And for that reason, he really was not going to be able to give you what you wanted unless it was really far out, okay? We see distant horizons. And for whatever reason, he just wasn't willing to say that. He just wasn't willing. He lied, okay? What I'm hearing is that there may have been a truth in here that he just couldn't bear to admit to you. So he decided to go with deception. And it is that one deception that ended up basically ruining his chances with you at all. Okay? He killed the whole relationship with this lie. Okay? Yeah, this man never looked you in the eye. We see this man, woman, they are back to back. This man never looked you in the eye in this entire situation. This man allowed you to be on the outside of the truth. Okay? This entire time. There was a truth he was looking right at that he never allowed you to look at. He allowed you to look outside. And he knew it. He allowed you to look in the complete opposite direction of what was really going on in his life. And this man thought that this may have been the best way to do things, is to just allow you to be basically disoriented to what was really going on in his life. Okay, this is what he thought might be smart. Okay, this man thought this may have been smart. This man was having some kind of family issues going on in his life. He may have even been going through some type of divorce. He may have been afraid that bringing you into the situation may have caused issue between him and his kids as he goes through this divorce. Things were a lot more complicated for this man than he was telling you. Okay, they were 100 times more complicated than what he was letting on to you. And instead of him opening up and telling you the truth so that you can know who you were dealing with and what you were dealing with, this man decided that, aha, I'll just lie. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? Okay. He thought that lying was mature. He thought that this would be the smart thing to do. Just keep her out of everything. Okay. This man thought that this would give him room. And he believed that this was a change for him. This man believes that in the past, or normally for him, he would have taken a more immature route. But he feels that this was him being mature. Okay, I won't divulge anything to her. I'll just keep her in a separate box, as he's doing here with this male-female card. I'll have this life over here, and I'll just keep her out here over here, and everything will be fine as I'm going through these family and parent issues in my personal life. She doesn't have to know anything about this. And he believed that the addition of you could only complicate those family and child issues. Okay, wars and battles. Here it is, right in your face. These wars and battles that he was going through in his personal and romantic life. This man thought that you would be a welcomed home away from home from those problems. Okay, when I'm with her, I don't have to think about all of these issues at home. When I'm with her, I don't have to think about all of the problems I'm having at home. When I'm with her, I don't have to think about this issue with this child. When I'm with her, I don't have to think about the fact that, you know, I've built some kind of relationship here that is not, it's not solid. It's not, I'm seeing sand. Okay. I'm seeing sand. He was in something that was built on sand. Okay. And as it is dissolving, he decided to kind of ignore it by just building something with you. This man is in denial about something that is dying. Okay. Remember, we are in Scorpio season. This man is in denial about something that is dying in his other life. Okay. How about that? Because that's what he was attempting to do. Something in his other life. Okay, something in his life that he wasn't talking to you about is in a dead, it's in a dying, it's not dead, but it's dying. And he decided that you could be a welcomed distraction. Okay, sudden wealth. Oh, great, Tiffany is back. I'll just focus on Tiffany. This is great. Me and Tiffany, I'll start building me and Tiffany. You know, he may have started telling you promises, things that would come along in the future between you and him. You know, this is great. This is great. Me and Tiffany, you know, okay, maybe we'll start. You know what? This is, and it gave him a sense of hope. Okay. And it seems like there's chaos and confusion. I'm seeing debris just blowing back and forth across the room, across the land in his other life. Okay. But with you, he thought, this is great, this is fresh. She doesn't know about all the, this other situation is dying based upon everybody in the situation, whether it's the kids, a past lover, a baby mama, his own mama, whatever the case is. It's dying based upon realizations of who he is and nobody having their eyes closed about who he is anymore. This is what I'm hearing and seeing, okay? Nobody has their eyes closed about who this man is anymore. Nobody, okay? And for that reason, he's dying over there. He's not able to get any more narcissistic supply. He's not able to be respected. He's not coming in the house and it's warm and cozy anymore. Maybe even the dog is getting up, going in the other room. You know what I'm saying? He's not the man over there anymore. And he's hurt. He's embarrassed. So he figures, I'll go over here with Tiffany. We'll rekindle. I'm hearing the word rekindle. So this was a rekindle. I'll go over here with Stacy, and we'll rekindle and she'll accept me and things will be wonderful. This will be great. It's an opportunity for me to reestablish myself. But this whole mess over here in the corner is not that he was going to leave that mess behind. He was just going to create some sunshine and roses with you because he's basically the pile of shit in the corner in that other situation, okay? Okay, this man needed healing, okay? Medicine man or woman, this man needed healing. This man had become a toxin in his previous life and was looking for you to be his healer in this life. We pulled this right on top of male and female. This man was somewhat looking for you to be the person that gave him the antidote for the life he created for himself. That's really what he was looking for you to do, because what you didn't realize was that this man kind of came to you as an orphan. Okay, this man was coming to you as an orphan. He was coming to you as a man with no family. Even though this man has a family, this man has children, this man has a baby mama. Like I said, this man may be in the midst of something like a divorce, and he's not sharing that with you. This man came to you from a place of isolation, devastation, and like, I just see cold air blowing around him. He didn't tell you any of that, but he was coming to you for warmth, okay? This man is very codependent. And as he lost his place in his previous family, he needed somewhere else to fall. He needed somewhere else to lay. He came to you. He was hiding who he really was, what he was really going through, okay? And you had been an unrequited love for him anyway. Somebody that he had kind of always wished, maybe if I had ever had a chance with April. He was in that type of space. Maybe if I had ever had a chance with her, So yeah, this is great. I'm just going to pretend that other mess that I made, because it's a mess because of him, I'm going to pretend that mess that I made is not there. And I'm just going to get in this situation with April. And I'm just going to pretend everything is everything. But again, we keep seeing this. He's cloaked. He was not willing to show you who he really was, which was a man who was a fuck up. That's just what it was. He was not willing to show you that, okay? It's a man who was a fuck up. Okay, he presented himself to you like a man who was fine, a man who had some wealth to give you, okay, a man who had some Four of Wands energy to give you, okay. We see it here with the wealthy man. 1 + 3 is 4. Four of Wands is Four of Wands energy, as though he had some Four of Wands energy to promise you, as though he was distinguished, cleaned up, and something to offer, as though he had value. This man came to you with very little value. This man is used up. This man is ran through. This man is community D, most likely. He is played out. He gave the best of himself to this past situation. And actually, the past situation I'm hearing will probably tell you she was left in the cold. The kids were left in the cold. Everybody is appalled over there. Okay, something was found out about him and the way he had been living his life that left that whole circumstance appalled. I just keep seeing the number 6. Okay, the number 6. They may have found out that there were 6 other women over there, or he has given this woman 6 sexually transmitted diseases over the course of 6 years, or he has given her, 6 different unaliving of unborn children, or there's been 6 different physical altercations. Something happened over there that this number 6, this number 6, he's reflecting on this situation that occurs that really puts a circle around this number 6, okay? There's been 6 errors, 6 hard errors in this past relationship that have left him where now that the family is really looking at what he is and who he is, these people are not seeing him the same. They don't want him around the same. And so he put on his 4 of Wands coat and came over to see you and said, look at me, I still have value and I can promise you a life. I can promise you 4 of Wands, yeah, why not? Why can't we? Of course we're going to do 4 of Wands. And this man came over to you and acted as though he is not Latricia's used up 6 era strong baby daddy that she is just seems to have gone. I almost think this woman, whoever this woman is, that he's in a failed, ended kind of 10 of swords. Everything is just, it's a reversal. Their whole relationship at this point is pretty much a reversal, I'm hearing, except for, I keep seeing the Ace of Cups. Okay, there's something still flowing between these two people, their relationship. It's like there's still love there, okay? But I'm seeing urine flowing out of the cup, okay? Ace of Cups, it's like they may still be together because of some type of health problem, or they may both have a mental health problem. Because what they still have for each other that's flowing out of this cup is toxic. It's literally urine flowing over. If anybody can picture, if you know your tarot cards, you know what the Ace of Cups looks like. Okay? If you don't know your tarot cards, or like you don't know them visually to just pick them up, I welcome you. Just go on and Google the Ace of Cups. If I don't get around to pulling it at some point in this reading for some reason, the Spirit doesn't give it to us, it's a cup that's overflowing with pure water. And this speaks to the abundance of love and pure emotions. Sometimes the birth of a baby girl. Sometimes sexual, pure flowing feminine sexual energy. Womb energy. And it's literally overflowing with urine, okay? This woman's womb has been tainted. The children have been tainted. The emotions between them are tainted. What they think they see in each other is toxic. The love they have for each other is toxic. Her feminine energy is toxic. Her sexual energy is toxic. It's just going for bad over there. They are in a tainted situation. Their whole relationship at this point has just, it's totally tainted, okay? And he's pretending that, he's just so stunned and startled by the filth that's turned into, because it's a reflection of who he is. And he's also turned her into something else, okay? He's turned her into something else. She may not talk anymore. Like something may be going on with her where she doesn't really talk anymore. She has been traumatized, okay? Over time. She's turned into a much different personality than who she was 18 years or so ago when he met her, okay? And so now that his family has turned into a reflection of the monster that he's been, the philanderer, the this and that, y'all. This is what I'm getting, okay? I'm just giving it to y'all. It's been given to me. Channel messages. He thought he would come to you in a 4 of Wands jacket, okay, and say, hey, I'm a catch, I'm still out here looking. Why don't you get together with me, okay? And you saw right through him, okay? You saw that he was extremely low value is an understatement. This man came to you and tried to present himself as like a real hot lover. You know what I'm saying? 4 of Wands energy next to the Lovers. This man really tried to play up the sexual energy as well. He really might have been trying to lay it on you with love making. Not just sex. He may have actually tried to come in with love making energy. Flowers, everything's happening real slow. He is waiting for you before he lets his go. He's doing all of this. And it was because he low-key, this man needed someone to believe in him, because he needed someone to take him in, because mentally, that woman on the other side, that their relationship is dead, okay? That woman has become such a horrific reflection of his deficits and his abuse, or his neglect is what I'm hearing. Not abuse, more neglect than abuse, that he was hoping that he could cultivate something new because he needs you, okay? This man needed someone to take him in, and he wasn't saying that, but he was creating this whole lie, okay, that he could be what you needed him to be when he really couldn't. He couldn't offer that. This man was in a space of helplessness, okay? This man was in a space of helplessness, and he knew it. Always in his backdrop of his mind was this horrific situation that he's created with this woman, and he really was trying to think his way out of it, and rekindling with you and possibly creating a fallback plan with you was really what he was trying to do. He may have even thought of, he was seriously considering giving you some children. He's trying to create a fallback. He was not necessarily going to leave the situation that he was in because there's something with a child there that you were not aware of, okay? There may have been children in the situation that you've never even heard of, okay? They may have even adopted a child, okay? There was something with a child. The situation is dead, but there's something with a child where this man was going to try to hold on to control of that situation. Let me tell you something. This is a man that is solidifying permanency in households in the sense that people have social security. Not always for love, but social security. There was a time that I had a friend many years ago who dated a guy who said he had a couple of children, okay? And after she had a child with him, she found out he had 10 children and almost as many baby mamas. I mean, this was a really, just a scumbag. And what you realize is that he had been getting resources from all of these women. So he was able to have a luxury vehicle, even though he didn't make much money. I mean, these women were giving more than they were receiving, even though they had his children. You have men that are karmics, narcissists, and the list goes on, that are securing women in the same way that people work hard so they have social security under them for old age. These women are security plans. This man is scared, okay? And he is trying to secure home bases. This is not a man that wants to be alone. Okay, there's something frivolous about this man where he feels like if he's alone, he won't make it. Okay, he won't be able to make good decisions. He's afraid that if he was on his own, he would perish somehow, whether it was financially, physically, emotionally. So this man is trying to secure social security packages, okay? It doesn't matter his age. He's doing this for security. These women are his 401k. He doesn't want to let this other woman go because he doesn't want to let the security go. So even though the family doesn't like him much anymore, and this woman may be filing some type of divorce, or if they're not married, she still filed a divorce in spirit, okay? He's still trying to hold on to this woman in the background. This is what it feels like. And here he may be thinking of, well, how can I marry Tiffany? How can I marry, Chrisette? How can I marry Vicky? So now he's considering maybe I could have a child with her and secure her. But this man is not looking to give you 100% of the package, okay? And he'll never give this other woman 100% of the package again because he can't. She's not really the real reason he's even still around. He's still around because of whatever this is with this child or children, and he's still around for the resources. He can count her out because something's happening to her mentally and emotionally where she's not even the same person, okay? So he can count her out. He's not going to be able to just go back over here with her anyway. But he's still trying to hold on to the potential resources through the children, okay? He does care about these children, though, or child, okay? But he was going to offer you, a package because he wants you to feel like there's something in it for you, so that he can secure you as well, okay? So things have changed. We see change come through the building. Things have changed. As we see here, there's literally a car here that has no one driving it, okay? There's a carriage here that has no one driving it. It's not even a horse pulling it, okay? So things have changed. And what's going on with these things that have changed is that this man, this is why nobody's pulling this vehicle. This man thought that he was about to really make some shit happen, okay? He really did. And now here it is. You're not even calling him. So this vehicle being y'all's relationship, because y'all's relationship was chariot energy. It was something that he was going, it was like a car. It was something that he was going to try to ride to a new destination in his own life. And he felt like he was the driver of that car. He was the man in control. He was the dominant energy. You got out the car just sitting there empty. And we do see a masculine, and he's standing over across the way with his bag. So without you there, this chariot goes nowhere. And this man is reduced back to basically being a homosexual who is in hopes of an opportunity. Okay, imprisonment or enslavement. He is now back to being imprisoned and enslaved to his circumstance, which is a very nasty one. You know, he may be in a situation where he's forced to deal with the energy of this family, this karmic family situation that he made, that really everybody in it kind of, you know, we don't really fool with you like that, Dad, you know, because they all have realized what he's done, who he's been. Okay, here's the family room. As you can see, nobody's in there. Okay, just memories of nasty things he's done. Some of this has had to do with a mistress that he had in the past that he went so far with. This man, if he's lived with this woman, okay, maybe she's not his legal wife, but he's lived with her. There was a serious situation with him and this woman at one point. And this man went so far with his mistress that the mistress basically became his wife. And this woman she has his kids practically turned into his thoughts that can't even get him on the phone. Okay, whatever this is, no one is forgiving him for it. Okay, he's basically an outsider, and he's kind of stuck dealing with this person now for the sake of resources and these kids. Okay, so he hates the situation that he's in, but he doesn't want to give it up because he wants to keep one foot in that door. He's a user. Okay, he's a homosexual. So as we can see, that circumstance for him is one where nobody's buying what he's selling anymore. It's empty, and he's trying to find a new road, a new path. Again, we see butterflies on this card. Okay, so we're seeing transformation energy, Scorpio energy, and we see the number 8. 3 + 5 is 8. Infinite transformation energy. Okay, this man is trying to get the hell out. He's trying to find a way to not get out. That's not true. To transform, to alchemize that situation so that it goes from being his primary resource to an option. Okay, this man wants to come to a place where he isn't like solely dependent upon that situation for, you know, that's my fallback, that's my go-to. He doesn't want to have to obey that person. He wants someone else. Okay, but that situation is dying and dead. He really can't drain much more from it. So this man was living in a space of concern, okay, for his well-being and for himself. And now he's concerned because you have illuminated the bullshit. Okay, you've shined a light on who he is, and he knows, well, damn, what I'm going to do now. So his only hope is that you called him back. I mean, you've seen him for who he is. You exposed him. That put his mental health into a situation because it's like, how do I get out of this? This woman has exposed me. So with that being said, what is he supposed to do, right? How can he shift his circumstances? He doesn't have any other option other than you send him a message. We pull up over here to the messages. He needs to be able to open a message from you or pick up a call from you, okay? So that you volunteer yourself back into it because you see him for who he is. So now that you've seen him for who he is, you've seen him for the lie that he told, that I'm a 4 of Wands, lover's energy, and I can offer you all this shit that I couldn't even offer any of these other ladies that have been in my life. And by the way, my last family hates me now. You know, now that you picked up his scent, and he knows that he's in a limited, to say the least, situation on where this relationship can go. He's really in a bad situation. The only way that he can get back in is if you call him, because if you call him, then it's like you accept him for the bullshit. He don't even have to come up with an excuse. He can just keep going, okay? And this man was sure you would call back for some reason, probably just ego, or maybe you're single right now and he thought that would be enough for you to come crawling back. However, his phone has not rang, his TikTok has not ticked, his Twitter has not tweeted, okay, his Facebook has not faced, Okay, so this man is killing him. His mental health is in the shitter, as we saw when it started, because it looks like judgment is being played out against him, and he's going to be sent back. Okay, we see adjudication. He's going to be he's going to be served with the final judgment that's going to send him back to basically being the heel of this other karmic family that he's created's life, you know. Okay, he was hoping to be the main male in your life because this man was hoping to have options. That's the bottom line. Okay, this is what we've learned. This man has created a whole mess in the background of his life, and you would have been his lifeline. You know, this man was looking for you to save his life. Okay, for you to save him from the last, 10, 20, 30, 40 years of whatever mess that he's made for himself. He wanted you to accept. He also wanted you to accept him as being something he's not, as being viable, as being a catch, as still being a Four of Wands, Six of, Lover's card energy, as still being a worthwhile bachelor. He's really not even a bachelor. He's a used up divorcee. Even if he's never been married, this man is a used up divorcee. He is so-and-so's baby daddy that you throw over your shoulder. He is a rotten flower. He does not have anything fresh left to give. He's done everything at least 4 times. He's given everything to at least 11 women twice. Okay? He's used up. He's wrung out. He's the type of man that if you show up at a party, people will sneer or snigger. As I said, snigger. Okay? He has nothing left. So it was very important to him for someone else to feel like he was a fresh picking. He's not. He's not. Okay? Everybody know about him. Okay? So, again, not receiving a message from you, we see message of concern. The message of concern that he's getting from you, we see concern and we see message as it relates to him. And it's you. We see a woman here on this card, okay? And we see 1 + 4, which equals 5. So we see change. He realized you've changed. You're not the person that he knew previously. And you're also somebody whose feelings towards him have changed. You pulled up and gave him a chance and saw who he was. And your feelings, you like, what do you think this is? Okay. Look, you have upgraded. Privileged lady. You somebody else now. You're not somebody that's finna chase no used up ass Derek. Okay. That's not even who you are. He finding something out like, uh-oh. Okay? This is very bad for what he was attempting to do. Just on God, okay? This was very bad for what he was attempting to do, because not only do you see him for who he is, not only did you see the trick that he was trying to play, you actually are not even the same person. So this really puts him in a bad situation, because he thought that what you would have wanted from him based on who he thought you were, or maybe who you used to be. Who knows? Maybe you used to be, a different person, or somebody that had less life experience. He thought that, hey, you could be the one. I'm really in love with you. Give us a chance. He thought that's all you needed to hear to be right for the picking, to save him from the mess that he's made. Okay? To give him a secondary home. He really believed that. So he put time into creating this illusion. So this is really bad news for him, because if you don't call back, that's one thing if you went off on him and you saw through him, but if you call back, at least then he knows he's right about who you are, and he knows how to play it, and he knows what to say. But if you don't even call back, then it's like, not only did she not fall for it and did she see through it, she not even the person I thought she was. Okay, this is a whole different person. She's not even remotely where I thought she was in her mind and her head. I'm dealing with a divine feminine. I'm dealing with somebody that is obviously more mature than I am, has more mental fortitude than I knew about, has more mental fortitude than me, is more emotionally mature than I am, and is obviously very aware that I'm not a Four of Wands or Lover's energy. That's obvious, okay? Courthouse. Again, we're kind of coming back to this 2 + 3 change. This man, this man may reach back out to you at this point now and try to up the ante, and kind of go back on that Four of Wands energy. We keep seeing that karmic Four of Wands energy come through, because This man really thinks if he can drive this, he thinks that's what you need to hear. He really believes that. And you have to understand, he's pushing a karmic Four of Wands energy towards you, thinking this is what you need to hear, this is what you need to hear, because she's pushing a karmic Four of Wands in reverse energy at him. So he's almost trying to kind of hurry up and turn one situation. He's trying to turn your situation into a quick replacement for the other. It's like when somebody is about to get fired and they receive a 2-week notice, so they run out frantically trying to find another job. So instead of being laid off for a period of time, they just go from one job to another. That is very much a part of this. He is basically trying to have a filler, because the other situation, okay, is already dead. And it's so shaky. You know, if anybody knows that old game with the blocks, Jenga, you know, where you're just pulling blocks from it and the tower gets shakier and shakier, because the relationship is in tower card energy. It's just a matter of time. It's in Ten of Swords tower card energy. It's only a matter of time before it just falls apart altogether and it's just absolutely nothing left. And he knows this. So he's trying to create a situation where when that hits the floor, it's nothing, because he got a ringer sitting right there. So the day that he knows he can no longer even get a ham sandwich out of that house, you know, it's nothing left. He can't go in there and like, hey, let me go and borrow a couple of screwdrivers. It's nothing left for him in that situation. He can't use the kids as his end. He can't use anything. He can just be like, okay, cool. Well, you know, by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, I'm going to be on Facebook premiering my new relationship, as any narcissist does. You know, they always are already working on what's next. You'll never dump a narcissist and be like, ha ha, I got you. No, you didn't, bitch, because I already got something right across the street. I got something in my pocket that's been brewing the whole time. The minute you tell me don't call you no more, I'm just going to hang up and roll over onto my other situation. I'm going to give her a ring tomorrow, and you're going to feel like a fool. We all know this is how narcissistic personality disorder works. So this is really how he's moving. So he was really trying to set you up for that. So as he's trying to roll out, she's trying to roll him out on the courthouse, Four of Wands in reverse energy. He's trying to roll you into the courthouse, Four of Wands in upright energy, okay? So he's really going to try to come back and drive that courthouse energy home. He feels like this is his winning ticket. If I can just keep pushing that, you know, I got a ring for you, baby, okay? And a child, what I just say. Just as I'm saying the word, baby, they go to baby. He's going to try to push, listen. He's going to try to push a ring and a baby or a baby. Either way, he feels like he's coming to you in Four of Wands. He's trying to find something that will hit you to him in a way that is so permanent that he'll never have to worry about the moment that tower blows for good, because he's finally reached a place in his life where he's positive that tower is going to blow for good, okay? This is why he's hesitant. He's made you a lot of promises that he knows he kind of won't deliver on, right? It's like in between right away. He's not going to deliver on them right away, because what you are is his plan B. And it's a plan B that he's sure he will have to use. Don't get it twisted, but it's still plan B. Plan B is in that I don't have a date on when I'm going to need this. Might need it tomorrow. Might need it in an hour. Might need it in 2 years. And the fact that you saw that coming is where he's stuck, because now he has no plan B. You was all he had, okay? And you retreated. Retreat, okay? It's time to disconnect from the world. You retreated. You disconnected from the relationship. How much plainer can it get? You retreated, okay? You had the wisdom to do that. You had the divine wisdom to do that. Boom, wisdom, retreat and wisdom. There it is right there. You were given the divine wisdom to know, like, yeah, you know what? You're a clown. And you let him know you knew this. And this man has so little pride, okay? And he's so childish. You retreated, though. You were able to see him because you're in divine energy. What I'm seeing is that the reason you saw him so clearly, and we pulled this child here, the reason you saw him so clearly is because you have a pretty pure and innocent energy. And because you have this pure and innocent energy, it was very easy for you to see through him. And because you have this pure and innocent energy, it was relatively easy for you to see through him. It was not difficult at all. So you were able to really look through him and kind of be like, okay, you know, I can see the demonic forces in all of this. It was not hard at all. So This childlike energy that you have, this number 9, it put you at 1 plus 8 is 9, put you at a level of supremacy in regards to how you were dealing with him. And this had a lot to do with why he wasn't able to pull the wool over your eyes. He thought he would be able to, okay? He thought he would be able to, okay? This man was also walking into some financial problems, and he also needs a fallback for that. This man may have been trying to borrow money from you, or he may have been talking money. Was he talking housing? Was he talking a car? Was he talking things that you might not notice? The man's credit score might not be all that. He was talking to you about things that he knew he was going to need soon, that he wasn't sure he was going to be able to get on his own. Okay? I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what it is. This man had a situation where he had stuff going on that he didn't know if he was going to be able to get the stuff on his own. Okay, look at this, food and hunger. This man's money was very funny. He didn't even know where his next meal was coming from. This may have been somebody that was nickel and diming you. We see finances, food, and hunger. This man needed a sponsor because this woman stopped sponsoring him, okay? In fact, any of his women stopped sponsoring him. Whoever this mistress was that he blew his primary situation up for, she been gone. I get the feeling that she may have even left him for someone else. Getting to know each other. So he was acting like he was ready. Let's get to know each other again. He was talking real strong. You know, he was really putting on airs. Okay? He might have been more submissive, letting go of control issues. He really was tucking his tail. And I'm getting the vibe that you noticed all of this. He's usually more of an authority figure, okay? So he was acting in opposite of who he usually is and what he's usually about. Okay? He was giving you a whole nother spiel. He's giving you a whole nother vibe. Okay? Might have started acting like he was interested in going to church. And you peeped all of it. Okay? You saw it all. You saw every bit of it. You were not confused. You were not lost. Look, 4 of Wands energy once again. We see that number 4 courtship energy coming through. This man really thinks, keep this in mind, this man really thinks he could pretty much get you to walk the Brooklyn Bridge in the middle of the night for some Junior's cheesecake in the freezing cold, as long as he's peddling you this 4 of Wands courtship energy. And you saw through all of it and you sank his ship. Okay, that's where we are at Atlantis. This man sold you a false paradise. He sold you something that he was never going to do, okay? And you sunk his battleship. And we won't say that he was never going to do it, but his intentions were really to keep you on the hook and to have you waiting indefinitely for the day that his major situation finally took its final fall, okay? And that really, it could have been anywhere from 2 to 5 years that he was going to be able to continue to juice this person. Whoever this person is in the background, he was going to be able to use the kids and the fact that she needs some kind of help, this woman. I don't know if her mental health is shaky or if something goes on with her where she needs help. She does not need him though. But he was going to be able to juice whatever this little help is that she needs until she found someone to replace him with the help, okay? She could care less about him, but he knows that, and he was going to use that. He also was going to use the fact that I got her over there. I don't have to be here. Maybe taking you on vacations, okay? Different things to try to scare her into submission, but he's lost that woman, okay? He's lost her. He's not going to get her back in terms of control and emotion. That's over with. We see false person here. He's lost her completely. There's really nothing left in that situation in terms of him being able to pull her back. And all he could do at this point was try to pretend to be someone for her that he wasn't. And, that was over with. Okay? So this man might have tried to move in with you and all this different kind of stuff. None of it was going to work. He had fallen short of your expectations and you were comfortable being single. We see expectations. 8 plus 2 is 10. We see 1. You were very comfortable being by yourself at this point. And everybody knows that. So this man played you, okay? Well, he tried to. And as a result, things are dead. There's no energy coming back his way at all. There's no energy coming back his way. You haven't returned anything back to him. Once again, we see 10 energy, which comes back to 1. He's the only one left in the situation. He is sitting there waiting. He is sitting there hoping. He is sitting there thinking he's going to hear from you. And you are sitting there, you know, chilling. We see mature woman energy. I mean, there you go. You're just like, well, you know, he put himself through all of that. And for what? You know, again, he's trapped over there in that kind of karmic marital situation. We see marriage coming through. Okay. And he is going to try to come through. And with that little weak ass Four of Wands energy again, he's going to act like you should be honored that he dropped back in. This man is going to try to drop back in, y'all. And he's going to try to act honored. Okay. Like he's making you a big offering. He is going to try to sweeten the pot. Okay. He will try to come back and sweeten the pot. We see great fortune here. He may even talk about future living arrangements. We see house. Okay. And it will still be for the taking. We see thief. It'll still be for the taking. It will still be because look at this. Look what was on the bottom of the deck when I picked the deck up. Hold on. I got to go back because I shuffled so fast. The bottom of the deck when I picked it up, Five of Swords. Okay, let's just go and put that with thief. This man still is coming. You know, he's out for self. Okay. Okay, we're going to pull 5 more cards. But this man is coming. He's out for self. He's in a desperate space. And he's coming for a backup plan. And he really believed that you would not cease communication. So he's found out a lot about you. He had you completely wrong. Okay, he played, look at this on the bottom of the deck. Four of Wands. Okay, he had you completely wrong. He thought you were a lot easier to manipulate. He's one of these guys that thinks all women want is marriage. Okay, look, bottom of the deck again, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, and he really believed that if he was promising marriage and longevity, as long as he kept talking lifetime, for life, you might have heard these types of phrases from him. He believed that he had you where he wanted you, and that's where you was going to be. 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay, this man was finished. Look, Hanged Man. This man was finished and stuck, okay, in situations. Okay, I'm just going to pull 6 more cards. I'm going to say 6, okay? Things have really come full circle for this man before he even came back in contact with you. And he knew it. You know, he's pretty washed up. He's dealing with a lot of imbalance financially. Doesn't know what to do. He really didn't even have many options, okay? He was at a 2. And he's down to playing tricks because he's limited in resources, limited in options. He really is not letting you know just how far down he is. I'm really hearing credit report having so much to do with this. This man's finances are shot. He has so little to offer at this point. Okay, and this man was coming back with his little tiny bits of resources. Okay, thinking that talk. Look at this 8 of Wands. The Magician and 8 of Wands. This man he had nothing but talk. We're really seeing a lot of this. Please pay attention, y'all. Scorpio season. Communication is so heavy on the board. This man thought that fast talk was really going to be enough. Okay. This man thought that quick talk was enough. He could just talk it. Okay. He thought I got the gift of gab. He was washed up when he showed up. Again, things had come full circle. He's all out of sorts, money all out of sorts. So at this point, he was relying on conversation. Okay. As you have not called him back, he probably is trying this gift of gab thing with some other women. He thought that 6 of Cups energy, you know, I'll just play on what we used to have, gift of gab, you know, talk a little trash, make some lifetime promises, and she'll become somebody that I can rely on in the background to basically pad me up while I'm stuck, you know, really trying to figure out how to get my footing back. But this other situation, he knew it was dead, okay? And you walked away. You walked away. You saw it for everything that we just mentioned here. Like, you washed up. Your money is funny. You just talking shit. You ain't finna do nothing. You offering me a cup of nothing. Okay, I'm out of here. And we see this man will try to crawl back with some of this nonsense. We'll pull 6 cards on that just for the entertainment. As he tries to crawl back, this man crawls back with what? Okay, Spirit, we are seeking clarity from you. Okay, this man crawls back with King of Wands energy, but as I always say, the King of Wands is the one king that never shows his face. So he comes back, still peddling a bit of bullshit. Knight of Wands, running back in, still with some player energy. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, okay? He's not being honest. So we know we pulled the King of Wands and we went straight to the Knight of Wands. Now, what does that tell us? Okay, look at the bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. Okay, so we see some karmic, and we'll pull that as a bonus. Okay, we do see that karmic soulmate energy. But going from King of Wands to Knight of Wands. And what is that really telling us? King of Wands to Knight of Wands. King of Wands is not showing us his face. So he's going to come in perpetrating being a king. He's really a knight. Okay. He's coming in as a knight. He's still coming in from basically the street, you know, coming in from a place of promiscuity and player energy. Okay. He's still coming from a very street-like energy. He's not being 100%. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. He still is stupid enough to think that this Knight of Wands nonsense. Look, Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Okay. He's still coming in with this Romeo mess. Okay. Look at the offering. Page of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. What you gonna do with that, sis? Nine of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. What are you going to do with that? Let's just think about this. What are you going to do with that? Nine of Pentacles. Woman. Page of Pentacles offering. What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do? Okay. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, okay? Once you say you can't do nothing with this Page of Pentacles, he will try to up his offering, okay? You must have just heard me cussing him out just right now. He will try to up the offering, okay? King, Knight, Nine, Page, Ace. He will try to up the offering, okay? Take it up a notch to giving you something more, okay? Nine of Wands, we do see you hurting his pride when he tries to give a bigger, a fuller offering, okay? We do see you having like, so I don't see it for you, bro. You know, we do see you not quite taking it on. I'm so nosy, okay? We're gonna pull 6 more on this. We do see you not being impressed. There are some things that you keep back from him. You're not being vulnerable with him, the High Priestess energy, but you may just sit and listen just for the entertainment sake of it. This man is coming back to you. He gets his pride hurt. He gets his pride hurt because you're not as open. You're not giving him as much. You are keeping yourself back. In an optimistic energy. You're just there. You're just listening to the nonsense. Page of Wands. You're listening to the message. Okay, we do see this Sun card energy. Okay, this man is coming back. The message he's giving you is still all about his ego. This man is still out here. He's trying to drum up other women now because he's realized that you are not a sure bet. He really thought you were. King of Swords energy. And he ultimately keeps himself in a detached space as well. But listen, the offer to do this with this man for life, he's going to keep it there. Look at this, the Hierophant and the Devil. Karmic partnership. He will never rescind this offer for the rest of your life. You can always get into a karmic partnership with this man. Just out of curiosity, this is a similar message that we saw yesterday. So it's a lot of this going on. Just out of curiosity, well, what happens with that little situation in the background that he act like he just waiting to see if she's ever going to stop hating him so he can just keep draining her for resources. Okay, that situation looks like it's just there. It's just suspended. It looks like she is looking to kind of shut him up and disempower him. Okay, whoever that woman is, she really is looking to make a fool out of him, okay, at this point. She's kind of henpecking him. She's turning him into her bitch. He's just somebody that's basically sitting back there waiting for her to give him anything at all. He's not going to accept this. He doesn't want to accept that being the end of the line for him, that he's just her bitch. And now she has control of the reins. That's why he's trying to run out in the streets. Seven of Wands. Okay, this is why he is trying to make it clear, like, I take care of my kids, but you don't run me. I can go out and get me somebody else tomorrow. I can have another you in a minute. That's what he's trying to do. It doesn't really look like he is. It's hard for him to do that, though. Okay, he's trying to replace this woman. Okay, we see 10 and 10. He's trying to replace this woman. It's very difficult for him to do. And then we see the 10 of Pentacles energy. He actually may be stuck with this woman. Where she just always gonna think he ain't shit, and he just gonna be stuck sitting there taking it, which would actually be his karma. We will pull 4 more, okay, just see if he, look, I'll be so nosy, just see if he gonna make it out. But it actually looks like there is, he's trying to block this from happening, though. Y'all see the 7 of Wands. He's trying to block this situation from growing. He giving it all he got to try to block this from turning into a 10 of Pentacles situation. Will he be successful? and blocking this from becoming a Ten of Pentacles situation, Spirit, okay? Because this man does not want this woman. This woman has kind of, at this point, she's got the better of him just because he really is a fuck up and he can't move on. But let's see, okay? He's not having any success pimping her on off to the side like he wants to. Will he have any success getting out of this karma that he's built for himself? Because he's really trying it, okay? He thinks he's slick enough, slicker than a can of oil, as the old folks say. This man will be successful, and he will be successful in getting out of this Six of Wands, Seven of Swords, okay? Ace of Cups. This man will be successful in getting out of this toxic, see that Ace of Cups situation? He's going to keep talking, okay? Talking to this one, talking to that one, okay? Queen of Pentacles energy. He's going to make somebody else an offering. Queen of Pentacles energy. She may be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That will blow up, though. It's going to be another karmic situation. However, this also speaks to him blowing up that old situation, okay? Five of Wands. Nine of Swords. Five of Pentacles, child. The Hermit. This man, okay? When he gets with this other woman, because he will find him another woman, okay? That's going to officially blow up that last situation for good. And he may end up out in the cold and by himself, okay? And just having to kind of work hard to stay with a real woman. That's what's going to happen to him. The next situation he gets in, he's going to end up having to work very hard to kind of keep that woman. I think this man's karma is going to be that he ends up kind of being, he's going to be some woman's bitch, but it's going to be a woman of better strength, okay, than that last woman. He actually defeated that last woman. That's how she ends up being so angry, so dark, so cold. She's really been shifted by his foolery. And it seems like he thinks he's outsmarting her by landing this Queen of Pentacles here. And this Queen of Pentacles blows his world up. This Tower here, it applies to a lot. He kind of is karmic energy around this Queen of Pentacles. He also blows up his karmic marriage. But this Queen of Pentacles also blows up his life because he's going to have to rise to the occasion. Okay, he can't go home after this Queen of Pentacles get here. She's a pretty serious woman. I even see that she might curse that karmic marriage situation out. She might lay them flat. And then he ends up in a situation with this woman. Okay, and he going to have to straighten up and fly right if he going to be with her. And he going to have to hold on to her, period, okay? And transition a lot of his behavior to being more of an emperor energy, okay? He will have to be more serious and take on more responsibility. And he won't really have a choice because it's the only way he's going to be able to hold on to any kind of fulfillment or stability. This man is going to end up becoming a piece of a man through this woman. She's very sturdy and grounded. He can't really knock this woman around. Queen of Pentacles, that's earth sign energy, okay? He might grow up a little bit with her. And I do mean a little bit, okay? And it's going to be way later in life. The Lovers, this woman has a lot of balls, this Queen of Pentacles energy. So his karma is going to be that he gets away but mess around and end up with some kind of divine feminine that whips his stupid ass into shape. I didn't see that coming. If you enjoyed this divine feminine tarot tea, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, okay? Hit the bell. If you want to be here every single time that I am here, okay? And as always, okay, I will catch y'all in the next one.